I am going to teach you how to perform data coding in SPSS. If this is your first time, do not forget to like, share, and subscribe to our page for subsequent videos on this topic. Now, data coding basically is where you assign numbers to your data sets using the questionnaire. All right, so this is the questionnaire that we are going to use for our data coding. Okay, so all the variables that you have here are actually variable names. Now, I've done a video on the various interfaces in SPSS. If you've not watched that, you need to watch that one. Under the name column here, you have to enter the variable name, okay, based on your questionnaire that you have here. Now, for the purposes of this video, we are using this questionnaire, and the first variable that you have here is the age. Okay, so we enter age in the name column here. Then we move to you go to the next column, which is the type. Now, the type has to do with the type of data set that you are dealing with, whether it is a string, whether it is numeric, it is a comma, it is a currency, and all that. This is a quantitative data, so we leave it at the numeric. Okay, then you go to the width. The width has to do with the output, so we leave it like that. It is default, so we just leave the default. You can change it, but we leave it as that. Then the number of decimal places, it is 2. We leave it like that. Then also the label. So the label is the column that actually gives you the opportunity to describe your variable in detail. For this, it is just age of respondents. Okay, so we just put age of respondents here. Then we go. Now the next one is the value. The value is where you assign the numbers that relates to the options with regards to the variable. So you see these 3 dots here. Click on the 3 dots. Now a dialog box will open. In the dialog box, there is a value. So the value relates to the number of the options that you have. Now, so we enter the various options based on the questionnaire and based on the variable. We enter 1 in the value. Then we are doing that. So the first option, so the 1 refers to the first option that you have here. The first option that you have is 20 to 25 years. Okay, 20 to 25 years. So you type that one in the label. When you are done, then you go to add. Then you go again. So the second value, which is the second option, is 26 to 35 years. So you enter 26 to 35 years. Okay, then you go add until it is done. So the third option is 36 to 45 years. Okay, so you enter that one, then you add. The fourth option is 46 to 55 years. Okay, 46 to 55 years. Then you add. Then the fifth option, which happens to be the last option under this variable, is above 55 years. Okay, yeah, then you add. When you are done, then you go to OK. Then you go to the next column, missing value. We'll talk about missing value in detail. So for now, we leave the missing value like that. Just leave it blank. It is correct. Then you go to the column. The columns too has to do with the output, and the default is 8. Just leave it like that. Alignments, we leave the alignment like now. On the measure column, the measure column gives you the opportunity to indicate the type of data set that you are dealing with. But for the purposes of this, just choose nominal. We will explain the measure column in detail in subsequent videos. When you are done, then you go to the next option or the next variable that you have on your questionnaire. So for the purposes of this, the next one is gender. So we do the same for gender. So gender is numeric data set that we are going to deal with. Now the label, where we express ourselves, so that is the gender. Okay, it is the gender of respondents. Gender of respondents. Nice and easy. Then you go to the value. So the value, you assign numbers to your option. So the first value that you have is male. Okay, when you look at the questionnaire, the first value that we have is male. So you enter 1, then you enter male into the label. Then you add 2 is female. Okay, 2 is female. Then you add. When you are done, then you go OK. then move to the next one, and this one we leave it at nominal. Okay, we leave it at nominal. And this is how you are going to do for data sets or your subsequent variables that you have on your question. Is how you can easily perform data coding in SPSS. My name is Philemon. Bye bye.